Hey, what's going on, guys? Adam Rounisto here for day 2 of the 90-day challenge. So in case you didn't see the first video, what I'm going to be doing is for 90 consecutive days, I'm going to be talking in front of a camera, hopefully leading with value, hoping to become a better communicator in the process. Okay, so for today, I want to talk about your language. And so what do I mean by this? Well, I'm not talking about dropping the F-bomb or cussing like a sailor, because I've done my fair share of that. What I'm talking about is using these words that bind us, that trap us into where we are. And an example would be something like the word I can't. Let me put it this way. Successful people, even if they don't know how to get to where they're going, if they come across an obstacle, which they will, which you will, which everyone comes across, you have two different choices. You have the choice to go and say, I can't do that. That gives up. That's the easy route. Or you can say, how can I get past that? And that's a really big difference, using the words how versus I can't. And that's how your language binds you and your situation you're in right there. So let me start with this way. The unconscious mind is amazing. It has the ability to process just millions and millions of bits of information. And it has a really good way of processing it all with us not being consciously aware of it. Because if we were consciously aware of it, it'd kind of be terrible. You'd constantly be feeling your shirt against your stomach, you constantly be feeling your pants and stuff. That would be very distracting. But instead, it focuses and tunes on very particular things that you should be focused on. So if you came across something that was dangerous, your attention would focus right then and there. We have the ability as human beings to focus on something particular. Well, other animals too, but we also have the ability to consciously think about what we're going to do in future for the future intention. And I want to talk a little bit about intentions too. So the language that we use is going to pretty much give the unconscious mind its idea of what's relevant. What should we look for? What should we do? And then from there, your conscious mind is going to allow your conscious mind to be able to see it, to be observing. Have you ever learned a new word, went back to a movie you saw like 20 times, and then all of a sudden that word pops up for the first time ever? Somebody didn't do something funny like take your copy of, whatever it is, Disney's Aladdin, and then all of a sudden throw it in there and throw in the word. The thing is that you were never consciously aware of it because it was never important before. So if you have a particular goal, for example, let's say that I was a chronic smoker and I wanted to give up smoking. If I focus on running away from it, it's nowhere near as powerful as running towards something else. So when you have a goal, and this is the biggest thing, this is the biggest problem with language, of how it screws us up from our future intentions. You either have two different ways of setting a goal. One is that you're either moving towards something or you're running away from something. If you want to focus on quitting from smoking, what you're really doing is you're running away from it, because your unconscious mind is thinking in terms of smoking, and it's going to pretty much take the main topic and, okay, I'm going to produce this, So it thinks about smoking, and you're going to constantly be thinking of smoking. You don't focus on these other small words like I'm not going to, or things like that, because people say I'm not going to smoke anymore, and they could just end up, puffing the next day. That's because what's the main topic? The main topic is smoking. The brain doesn't really, or the unconscious mind, I should say, doesn't really focus on these small things like will not, things like that. It focuses on the main meat and potatoes. And with that said, having a goal that's running away from something where the main topic is what you're trying to avoid is probably going to get you stuck. So, okay, we use that same example. So it sounds like a novel idea if I say I want to give up smoking. Oh, good. It sounds good. Well, why do you want to give it up? Well, I want to be healthier. Why don't you focus on that instead? I want to live a healthy lifestyle. That seems more reasonable, right? It seems kind of more like you're moving towards something. And I promise you can check this out for yourself. If you're moving towards a goal, you're more likely to succeed than if you're running away from something. And I'm hoping this is going to be somewhat valuable. I promise you that I know I'm not a very special speaker right now. I'm working diligently on myself, and hopefully I'm delivering some kind of content to you. This is only my second day. So, if I delivered any content to you whatsoever, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Show them the beginning of the evolution of Mr. Rounisto, day number 2. The day I decided to change my life. Or if you just like my beautiful locks of hair, then we're good. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. No, I will see you tomorrow. Want to know why? Because I've made a mission, and I'm going to follow through. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3.